Trump voters are obsessed with owning the libs, because the libs own everything else. The blue parts of America are having a big prosperity party, while that big sea of red feels like their invitation got lost in the mail. And they still use the mail.
Here's what I don't get. Why is it that these liberal elites feel the need to come down from their ivory towers to attack us everyday American citizens? Like, aren't you living the good life? Don't you have everything you ever wanted? All the mansions, all the Teslas, solar panels on your house, all the exquisite cuisine and art galleries. Don't you have it all? So why do you feel the need to punch down and talk about flyover states in middle America as if we're nobodies? See, this is what makes me understand all the more why Trump got elected. I knew why he got elected as far as like politically and economically, but now I'm starting to see the big culture piece of it. Trump won the areas, you know how Hillary said, I won the areas that are optimistic, dynamic, you know, forward thinking and blah, blah, blah. Well, if that's the case, Trump won the areas that are hardworking, patriotic, love the country, love the First and Second Amendment, pro-Constitution, you know, good, loving, caring people. And people that are pretty damn open-minded themselves. You know, I don't know why this stereotype continues to play on that your average conservative or Trump supporter or whatever is some toothless hillbilly in West Virginia. It makes zero sense, first of all, because there are conservatives all over the place, including in LA, including in Colorado, Florida. It's not just, they make it sound like it's just these Bible Belt Christian backwards people.
The flyover states have become the passed-over states. That's why red state voters are so pissed off. They don't hate us. They want to be us. They want to go to the party. It's like we're the British royal family and they're Meghan Markle's dad.
You know, it's just so smug and so, arrogant. These narcissistic, leftist, angry liberals. You see how Bill Maher talks about us as if we're somehow angry people. No, Bill Maher, you're angry. Because if you were happy with your life, you wouldn't feel the need to attack others. You're angry. You're jealous. It's always them. How come they're the most unhappy? The people with the most money tend to be the ones that are the most unhappy. So I don't know if that's a coincidence or whatever, but it's worth noting. You know, Bill Maher, you're going to talk about people who eat Chef Boyardee and people who drink Budweiser and don't have a CSI Lubbock and or a Real Housewives of Toledo. So what? Maybe people don't want that stuff. You know, I spent 5 years in Minneapolis, a super liberal, you know, upper echelon type city. It's not like a San Francisco or New York, but it's pretty close. And there were a lot of things there that I just didn't care for. Like, I don't care about fancy cuisine with little sauce drizzled on the plate. I'm more of a burger and fries type dude. You know, I don't care about the fancy things in life because I have some understandings. Like, a car's going to break down. You don't need something that's going to be expensive and cost a whole lot of money. Get something that's practical, something that gets you from point A to point B, because cars depreciate in value. And also, my happiness is not tied in material gain. You know, I don't measure success by the wealth I gain, because I'm all about being happy and healthy. And a lot of these smug, arrogant, narcissistic liberals, like a Bill Maher, like Hillary Clinton, who called us deplorables, or Joe Biden, who called us dregs of society, I just don't find any joy in that lifestyle. And that's fine. I'm not attacking them. I'm not judging them. So why you got to judge us, Bill Maher? Why you got to punch down? If we're beneath you, why do you got to punch down? You know, nobody gives a shit how you live. Nobody cares. And no, we're definitely not jealous of you. I prefer, give me the open country. Give me the suburbs over the inner city with traffic and living on top of neighbors. I'll take living out with space over that any day of the week. So, I don't know. I just think this is a big reason why this country is divided. It's because these elitists who have megaphones that can shout through it and shout down and look down their nose at us people who are just everyday hardworking Americans. You know, it's like, the way I see it, there are two political parties. There's the American Party, and then there's Democrats. The American Party is not the Republican Party. It's not libertarian. It's just people who love this country, who care about their freedoms and their liberties and their rights and the Constitution and want to be left alone. And then there's all these smug, you know, people who are so, just have their nose up in the air. Like, what we need to do is fix the climate. What we need to do is raise taxes. We need socialism and all this stuff. And they're the ones who won't leave us alone. They're the ones that are constantly shouting at us. They're the ones that are always attacking us. And they're the ones that are going to be crying again in 2020 when Trump wins.